right. Okay. I'm going to be doing a reading that I've done. I did a reading like this in 2019 when I had my first channel. I don't have that channel anymore, the other channel, but when I had my first channel, it was also called Future Real 40 in 2019. Okay. So I did an upside down reading back then. And what I did was I turned off the lights and everything in that video. I actually still have, I think, part two of that video um, in to do an upside down video. So I would like to do upside down video, but I think a lot more came out when it was dark. Okay, so I might do that some other time, but I'm going to try doing that today. So what I'm going to do is just take the card up. Okay, so I'm going to take the card, and it did say there's a message. There's going to be a message in this, okay? So we're going to take the card. We're going to flip it upside down, all right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to get a message, okay? It's just that in this, in, for certain people, it may not be your message, okay? If you are a certain um, energy, you will know whether this message is yours or not, and you will know who it's talking about, okay? So I'm going to read the card upside down. Okay, so what's at the bottom is the Five of Cups, all right? So somebody, this person is no longer feeling sad, okay? And if it's upside down, if this is your reading, just because the cards are being read upside down doesn't mean that it's some of the message is not a good thing. Could be a good or bad thing. It doesn't mean that it's evil just because it's upside down. It could be that because this is Five of Cups and it's upside down, it could mean that you're no longer um, stuck on something emotionally. Okay, you're no longer stuck on someone. All right, they're no longer there's no longer this uh, sense of maybe what if, and that's what I'm getting from this. Okay, and a message of no longer in your head about what if when it comes to emotionally being tied to someone, or whether you're going to have this relationship in the future, or whether there's a promise that you and this person are meant to be. If it's a twin flame journey, some of you are no longer feeling like this thing is part of your journey. Okay. So in this case, this is a plus. This card being upside down is a plus. So take it uh as something that you would want to be upside down. You want that upside down. So that was at the bottom, but I'm going to see if it comes out on its own, okay? If the cards come out, it's meant to come out. That means it's a message. Ooh, I told you, the cards, I said that I told you they're upside down. Okay? Look what's upright. This is a good thing. That's why I said I was going to make sure the cards are upside down, and the things that are meant to be upside down will be upside down. And the things that aren't are going to flip. Okay? You saw me flip the cards upside down to say, hey, we're going to start upside down. These cards flip upright for you. This is a good thing. This is the Empress saying that whoever has been, you know, betraying you, it's done. What's behind you, Empress? What's behind the Empress? Because she's facing this way. What's behind her? People that betrayed her, people that wasn't there for her, didn't give her the love she needed. The Empress, what's behind you? People that didn't care about you, didn't reciprocate. That's what's behind you. And so this is why you're no longer, this is why you're at the Five of Cups upside down. That's why you're at the Five of Cups upside down. You're no longer in your head about this emotionally, and you don't care about the promise where some of these cards show illustration of a rainbow going to two cups. You no longer care about those two cups. Okay, you no longer care on whether this relationship is going to come together in the future, because that's what the rainbow represents, a promise that one day you'll be together. No, you're throwing the Five of Cups is upside down. You don't care. You don't care whether you see this person again in the future or not. You're done. Empress is done. You feel betrayed by this particular energy that you don't care about. Wow. Wow. Sheesh. I'm glad I listened to my instinct to say to do the cards upside down, because that's different. I did this before in the past, and you should have seen the energies that came out. It really exposed a lot that, but let's keep it going, okay? So we also saw the Two of Wands, but I don't know if that's the message, but that also shows that you're not moving forward with that person. You don't plan on a new beginning with them. You don't plan on a future with them. You don't plan on romance with them. You don't care to be passionate about them or with them. You don't even care to like give this person like words of encouragement. You don't care about this person anymore. Okay. You're not moving forward with them. You don't plan on it. You don't wish to. Okay. So what else? Oh, okay. So we have the Knight of Wands up. Didn't I just say you're not passionate? You're not going to be passionate about moving forward with this person. That's why the Five of Cups is upside down. You're not even caring about intimacy, ideas, um, new beginnings. The passion you had for this person, done. You're willing to throw all those cups away. Five of Cups, it no more. You're done with it. So you're no longer passionate by any means necessary about this relationship. All right. And you don't see this person as a victory. You do not. It's upside down for you. Okay. You're not passionate about them. They're not a victory. They're not someone that you're going to be proud of. Okay. Coming towards you. Or you're not going to be proud of going towards them. Whatever. Right. All right. So the cards are still upside down. Oh, they broke your heart. This card is upright. You're still brokenhearted. Of course, that's not going to go away. But this is why you feel Ten of Swords. The Empress, Ten of Swords. That's because they broke your heart. And it's not upside down because it's actually what they did to you. That's not going to change. They broke your heart and you feel betrayed. This is why your Five of Cups is upside down. You're no longer interested in the promise of whatever could be, what could have been. You're no longer interested. Oh my goodness, look what's upside down. You want nothing to do with this person that broke your heart. You don't want a family with them. You don't want a relationship. You don't want to build something traditional. Traditional? This is somebody that you wanted to build traditionally with. Or this was a family. This is a family member. You're no longer interested in building with them. Could be a friend. But when we're talking about the Three of Swords, could be somebody that hurt you deeply. And you thought you were going to, at least maybe in the future, you would reconcile. You're not even interested in reconciling. You're not even passionate about it. You care less. So that's why the cups is upside down. So you don't even want something you wanted from this person, which is something traditional. I think you threw all that away. You're no longer interested. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're no longer defending it either. Wow. You're no longer defending whatever this was. If this is a family member that you used to defend, you gave up on that. Okay, it's all because of betrayal, brokenhearted. Okay, and it says you're the Empress. You're a very nurturing person. You're creative. So, man. Anyway, you're no longer defending that relationship, that person, that family member, that friend, that lover. If you were defending them to your family, like, hey, they're not that bad. It's not happening. Okay. Any more cards from this deck here? All right, let's start clarifying. All right, clarify the Empress. Oh, let's, oops. All right, clarify the Empress. Cards need to be upside down. Clarify the Empress. Clarify the Empress. Let's clarify the Empress. Not the red deck. All right. All right. Clarify the Empress. All right. So no more drama. All right. You're not putting up with the Empress is like, I'm not putting up with the drama. Well, no matter what drama comes with a lover, an ex-lover, you just don't want it. The Empress is like clarified by the drama card upside down. No more drama. What a coincidence, the Knight of Swords. You just don't want any more drama. This is why you're going ahead and just five of cups upside down. It's not even the four of cups upside down. It's the five of cups upside down. Do you remember that the five of cups has two cups with a promise that in the future you might get together? A hope, a dream, a wish that you may see some pot of gold at the end of this rainbow that you may get back together. You're not even interested. Not interested. The five of cups, the Empress, like, whoop, upside down. Not interested. That's wild. You're like, no more drama. Whatever it is, these people have broken your heart anyway. They're full of drama, betrayal. Could be family, could be an ex lover, somebody you wanted to build a family with. Nothing but drama, you know. This person comes towards you, didn't build a family with you. So there really was not a victory. If you thought you was excited about this person coming to visit you or you going to visit them, you're going somewhere together, you're going on a date, and then they don't treat you like you're the one, okay? And some of you, I'm going to just say right now, I've never looked at this card this way before. It wasn't all that. The date wasn't all that. The intimacy, whatever sex, it wasn't all that. When you're looking back, you're like, you know, it wasn't really that great. Okay. So I've never looked at this card that way before to say it like that. But you're like, it wasn't really all that. This is why your Five of Cups is straight upside down. The Five of Cups is upside down for the Empress. That is not an actual usual thing for the Empress because you're very nurturing. But to throw the whole Five of Cups away, you don't even see it as a loss. Remember, the Five of Cups upright is you're feeling sad and you're grieving a loss. You're not even grieving it. You don't care. Wow, Empress, because you don't want any drama. I clarify the Empress says no more drama. I don't want any drama. You feel like, oh, that's drama. Dang, Empress is not playing. Mm, goodness. Okay. Woo. You are out of hermit mode. The hermit's upside down. You, oh my goodness. The last reading that I think it was air sign. Oh, was it earth sign reading I did a few hours ago. About an hour ago, I think I did the air sign or earth sign. It talked about the hermit sideways. Well, here with the Empress, the hermit is upside down. You're out of hermit mode. You don't need it. Not right now to make this decision. So you went out of hermit mode because you were in reflection. You were in hermit mode. That's why the hermit card is out. You are in hermit mode. But what this is also saying is that they did not go into hermit mode. They, you pretty much can prove by their behavior of how they're treating you that they're not reflecting or taking accountability for their own actions. Because you have gone into hermit mode and you're now out of it, you're able to make decisions to cut these people out. So now you're out of hermit mode and you're making judgments. You're making a judgment on these people now. You're making judgment is Five of Cups upside down. That is the judgment. Five of Cups upside down because you don't want any more drama. You're tired of heartbreak. Okay. And you know the people that have broken your heart. You feel heartbroken. That's what it is. You feel betrayed by the same people you cared about. That's why you feel heartbroken because you cared about them. But it's too much drama with these people. It could be even family. Okay. So family card is upside down. These people didn't act like family. They didn't treat you like family. And some of these people didn't celebrate you. When they see you coming, they wanted you to celebrate them. They didn't see you, the Empress, as a victory. They didn't see your worth. They didn't see you as a victory. It's all about what they can get quickly, a message of encouragement to feed their ego, something very passionate. You are very passionate about nurturing these people. You're very passionate about the things you say about them. You see things good about them, and you're very passionate to call it out. And they eat that up, but they don't do the same for you. Okay. So you're like, it wasn't all that anyway. So whoever you're leaving behind, they weren't all that anyway. That's the card saying that right here. The reason I said is saying that it's not they weren't all that anyways because the victory card is right next to the page of wands upside down. The Six of Wands with the page of wands upside down. Five of Wands upside down. That means these people were petty, immature, and full of drama. Okay. All right. What else? What else? All right. So clarify the three. No, can't use that. Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. Just clarify the Three of Swords. Oh man, what's that? Mint. Three of Swords. Clarified by the Eight of Swords upside down. Wow, you're no longer in your head about these people. That's why. That's why you have Ten of Swords right here. You know they betrayed you. You go from the Eight of Swords being clarified for the heartbreak. You feel like you was in your head about this. You're no longer in your head about these people. You're no longer stuck feeling like you're tied to these people, or your mind feeling telling you that, oh, because they're family you must do this, or because they're your ex, because you loved them, because you have children by them, because you work with them, because you used to go to school with them. No, you're no longer in your head about these people that are breaking your heart, no matter what, like, what walk of life you had with these people. They broke your heart. So it doesn't matter where they're from, who they are. They broke your heart and you're done. You're no longer in your head about why you need to um, go towards these people. They're no longer a victory to you. Visiting this person doesn't make you feel like you're visiting someone special anymore. All the heartbreak doesn't make, when you see this person, you don't get that feeling of passionate, that passion where you feel like you're so happy to see them. You don't feel like they're a victory because of so much betrayal. So much betrayal. You're like, you don't even care if they come and visit. You don't care whether you ever visit them or see them again. Okay? You're no longer in your head about these people. That's the energy read. You're no longer in your head about them. That's the Three of Swords. Wow, the card that's upright is the Empress and the Ten of Swords. And the Empress and the Ten of Swords saying that the Empress is tired of all this drama. Of all this is just drama. The people that you thought, were a victory, never treated you like you were a victory. Like, for you to come and visit wasn't really something that they were passionate about, but you were always passionate about visiting them or them coming to visit you. And you may be somebody that was always with the Six of Wands being right near you. You flipped it upside down, saying never again. Maybe you were the one always wanting to visit this person and be there for them. You would go and visit just to make them feel like they had someone on their side, so they felt special. You may be the only one that went to visit them for occasions, took your family with you, or went by yourself, but you made this person feel like visiting them, no matter how far away. Okay, you probably drive, walk a distance, fly, whatever you did this for this person, and not once did they feel passionate enough to do it for you. They may have come to visit your location, but it was for someone else. And then if they come and see you, fine. But with you, when you say you was going to see that person, you went directly to visit that person. That's the difference between you and this person. This is why you feel betrayed. Because pretty much you were put as last best, whatever. Okay. So, and it's breaking your heart because you actually put a lot into this. Okay. And so you feel like they don't take accountability. That's why the hermit's upside down for them. But for you, it's upside down because you got out of it to get out of your head about these people. Okay. To realize that they don't take accountability for their actions. They don't even apologize for the things they've done to you. They don't think they've done anything wrong. When you apologize for them, like when they have done something, but then you pretend it didn't happen, it's almost like you're taking on the burden of them taking accountability. Okay. So they just let you take the accountability for both of you. And then and they don't have to feel guilt. You've already taken on the burden for the both of you. So they just continue letting you do it. It's time to let these people go. Let them go. Let them go find what they're looking for. Somebody that's more compatible that they can celebrate. Okay, it's just not you. Empress, do what you gotta do. Move on. Find people that want to be around you. Okay. All right. So we have we have a lot of cards that didn't flip upright. They stayed upside down. We have the Knight of Swords. Didn't I say no more drama? You're not taking any more risk. Okay. Even for new people and whatever, it says you're not taking, it says the Knight of Swords and the Fool card with the Lover. You're not taking any risks with any past lover or new lover. It says it says don't. It says it says there's drama. If you take a risk, it says drama. If you take a risk, but it says you're not because it's upside down. It says no more drama, no more taking risks for lovers. Okay? The lovers is upside down. No more drama, no more taking risks with lovers. That's what it's saying. That's what the reading is saying. I'm so glad I decided to read my cards upside down. Something just can encourage me. Just do the reading. Read your cards upside down. And I'm glad I did. It says, you're not putting up with any more drama. You're not taking any more risks with lovers, whether past or old. You're not taking any more risks with people that you feel are a risk, especially when you feel there's drama. When you feel, you'll know when it's the right person. I promise you, you'll know. Because you won't sense drama coming first. Because the Knight of Swords is a card of sensing the storm. You can sense the storm coming, just like when if you have arthritis, right? You can sense that, you feel some things in your bones. You feel like, oof, the weather's changing. You can sense the storm coming. Just like a family member, they always starts something in public. You can sense that if you take this person to a public place like a carnival, you're thinking, oh man, don't let somebody bump into that person because they're going to start a scene in front of everyone. Just because they're not going to even accept excuse me. They're just going to start the scene like, you better watch where you're going and stuff like that, and you're going to be like embarrassed. That's the type of drama you can sense coming in, right? You can sense the drama a mile away, right? So that would not be a relationship that you should take a risk for, right? Don't take a risk for that type of relationship, especially if it's a lover, an ex, a new lover. If you can sense the drama from the person, like let's say you're in a certain neighborhood and you can just see the way the person is dressed, the way they're talking, if they're smoking certain things, if they're acting a certain way, you're like, oh, I can see what type of relationship that's gonna be. And you move accordingly, right? Don't take the risk. Because there's gonna be drama there. Don't take the risk. Okay. If they have if they have their hat turned a certain way with with their clothes hanging off a certain way, with smelling like a certain type of smoke. I'm just saying, I don't have to be really in detail to tell you what that might look like. What is that relationship going to look like to you? Already, I personally can sense the drama that's going to happen in that relationship. I no longer want to take a risk for that type of relationship. Been there, done that, right? And it's saying this is a lover. This is a lover that's definitely going to be upside down anyway. It's not worth the risk. When it says upside down, there's all kinds of demons attached to it, all types. I mean, it's also, being puppeted. by some type of substance, person, place, or thing. Okay, it's addicted to something, and it might be intimacy, might be many people at one time, just from this person to that. That's why the card is upside down. The lovers is upside down. This is not worth the risk. There are signs that are going to tell you that this person is a risk. If this is a person that's been ghosting you before, it's a risk. Why are they ghosting you? If they like you, you haven't heard from this person in a week, in a month, in a year, years gone by. Then you're talking again. That's a risk. That's not worth taking. This person is not a risk worth taking when you're looking for a soulmate. Um, okay. This person has betrayed you, broke your heart. Okay. You are no longer in your head about whether this is a forever person. You don't give a damn whether there's a promise that of the future being together with this person. You no longer care about that. The Five of Cups, the Empress of all energies, has turned the Five of Cups upside down. When the Empress is the one turning the card of Five of Cups upside down, watch out. That's a woman that's fed up. That's a man that's fed up. That's somebody that wants to create a family, wants to create a business, and they can't create with somebody that's hurting them. Okay. All right. So, oh man, I'm gonna have to do a lot of upside down reading. I'm gonna have to. What I'm going to do is start a new channel. Like I wanted to. I wanted to start a new channel to do the upside down readings, but I think I'm gonna introduce it here and then start it possibly this week. Start my new channel. It's um definitely an upside down reading channel. Just for upside down readings. Okay. I'm gonna do at least one on this channel. Okay. Yeah. What happened here hmm, is that I shuffled it, but it all yeah. I'm gonna have to fix it because it's not supposed to be like that. Mhm. It's supposed to be all upside down. I shuffled it, but shuffled it because I'm not used to shuffling it so the cards can be upside down. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. I have to get used to that. All right. It's gonna take a minute because I shuffled it, but I'm not used to shuffling cards upside down. So give me a minute. I'm almost done here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle it again. Okay. All right. So they're all upside down now. Yep. Clarify the Three of Swords. Oh, well, I already did the Three of Swords. Oh, wants to clarify the Three of Swords again. Oh, goodness. Ace of Swords. Upright, upright, the truth. This is the truth that this is because of heartbreak. Look, Ace of Swords is upright. Okay. All right, that flipped upright. So yeah, this reading is saying it's the truth. It's because of heartbreak. You're making this the final decision about these people. It's that you came out of heartbreak because you learn the truth about these people. You learn the truth about yourself and about these people. Okay. Page of Pentacles upside down. We're still clarifying the Three of Swords. So we have the Page of Pentacles upside down. This person, the truth is that this person didn't help you create. All right. You couldn't do anything with this person. You couldn't create with this person. The truth is that the universe is like, the truth is you couldn't do anything with that person. Pretty much. It's like you couldn't do anything. It's like a seed that wouldn't grow. The truth is that you learned that this is a seed. This person that you let go of is like a seed that would not bear fruit, that would not grow. Okay, so you let go of these people because you couldn't create with them, couldn't do anything with them. So it's time to move on. All right, so let's clarify the Empress one more time. That's a lot of cards that came out, but okay, with the King of Wands, ooh, King of Wands upside down, Eight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Wow. So we have the King of Wands, Eight of Cups, walking away from somebody that would not give and take. Wow. What didn't I say? It wasn't all that anyway. What did I say? I said that when this King of Pentacles, right? Because now we're showing who this wand belongs to. I'm just saying, who did this wand belong to, and who was coming towards you, who was you going towards that you were feeling was a victory? It's somebody with a wand. It's upside down though. You're not very passionate about it anymore. Hmm. This is a gulp moment, okay? Because it's saying that that wand belonged to a king of wands, but it's upside down. No longer in business. This person and you, their wand is no longer in business when it comes to your passion for them. Your passion is no longer in business for this business person, this shady business person. Matter of fact, this type of business person also has intimacy with their employees. They also do shady, intimate deals, meaning sexual pleasure and business. So this person also has intimacies with their employees or their boss, okay, or their supplier, whatever. So this is a king of wands that's that you're like, it wasn't all that anyway. Oh my gosh. So I'm just saying, this king of wands, this reading already called out the energy you're feeling for them. You're like, it wasn't all that. Oh well. And then so we have the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from it, even though you really liked this person. But the Eight of Cups, meaning that this is like walking away from something you really wanted, but you have to. You have to throw those emotions to the side and do you. Okay. With the Six of Pentacles, this was a person that did not give and take. So it's useless. It's useless to think this person is it's useless to put passion into somebody that's not putting into you. Uh, Whoever did the like up there, I appreciate it. That's the first like of the day, whoever you are. All right. So with the Ten of Swords, let's clarify the Ten of Swords. I'm going to put these back so I can use them as clarifiers. Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is sideways. Four of Wands. This sideways. Hmm. We have the Seven of Swords upside down. Wow. Well, that's a good sign. The Seven of Swords upside down with the clarifying the Ten of Swords. Okay. That's a good sign right under the Three of Swords. So pretty much this person, I'm seeing deception, no longer being able to deceive you, okay, with love, with promise of love, with promise of of family. If any of that happens, this is clarifying the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords. You're over this. Like it's kind of like you know everything this person has to throw at you. Seven of Swords, you know all their sneaky behavior. They've shown it to you. With the Ten of Swords, it means that they've shown you their sneaky behavior. So this is nothing new to you. No, you know this person is sneaky, and you know what type of sneaky things they're capable of doing, and you know that they're lying to you. This person is sneaky and they're a liar. They've done it so many times. You're with the Ten of Swords. It means that you see it coming. You know if they told you I wasn't able to make it, you know it's a lie because of their actions, their pattern of behavior tells you that this person is deceptive. So you've already got this down packed on how this person behaves. Okay, so you know, and they've also revealed some of their sneaky behavior to you without even realizing they've done it. And they may brag about doing it to other people, but then you're like, wow, if you can do that to that person, it's possible you can do it to me. So they've already shown you sneaky behavior that they're not even aware that they revealed these things to you. Okay. Hmm. Some of them. Hmm. Okay, we have the Four of Wands sideways, but that's clarifying the Ten of Swords. You have not given up hope on finding something traditional, finding a home. Uh, yeah, you haven't given up on finding something traditional, and that's good because that could have came out upside down. Remember, this is an upside down reading. It's sideways. So good. You didn't give up hope. Maybe half of your life, I don't depends on how old you are. Maybe, man, I'm seeing the 70s. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at the flowers. Look at the way it reminds me of the 70s. Like some of you have been dealing with this. Oh, this could be family as well. Family. Some of you have been dealing with these people for a long time. And man, I heard psychedelics. That's what I heard. 70s, psychedelics. Hmm. Man, I'm not sure. There's another message in here. I'm getting dream state. Four of Wands. Why is this card doing that? Sideways. Transformation. Transformation. Something like a dream come true. Oh, the Empress. Oh, something almost like a dream come true. It's like psychedelics, but it's like a dream, like the type of dreams you have when they say, when you watch the movie Austin Powers and you see them, you know, with acting like they're, in some type of dream state, the colors, uh, uh, you're about to have a dream come true. That's why it's sideways. That's why the Four of Wands is not upside down. is sideways. So you're about to get the love of your life, or a dream is about to come true. Oh my goodness, what is this? But there's something that you thought was only in your dreams. You're going to feel like you're dreaming when this thing comes true. Forget these people that stabbed you in the back. They made you almost believe that there was no hope for a soulmate, especially with the twin flame journey. You felt like, you know what, that's the person you loved. This is the only thing you wanted. You're looking for true love. But just when you think, I mean, yes, you've been heartbroken and you've given up on everybody that has done this to you. But then with all these sneaky people out of your life, with you removing so many people that have done you so wrong, people that have been sneaky or using you, deceptive, lying to you. With a lot of these people moved out of the way. They said the more you move out of the way, you make room for something better. Whatever this is going to make you feel like you're in a dream when you get this love interest, this 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 lover, this friends. Ooh, the collective. If you get a chance to meet a bunch of the collective, you're gonna feel like it's a dream when you're all conversating and talking and you finally meet each other. Not only in love, but in meeting the group, the collective. It's going to feel really weird, almost like the 70s. I don't understand. I don't know. There's a message coming out of this card, and I did not expect that to come out. I did not expect that. That is so cool. Wow. You almost gave up. So everybody that you thought was in your life, they might all be people that you think you need to let go of. They may have all broken your heart, but there's somebody coming in or a group of people coming in, and it's going to feel like you're on psychedelics when you're in this excited. You're going to be so excited around these people. And your head's going to be spinning. You're going to be talking to that person, this person, that person. You're going to be so excited. I don't know how to explain it. I'm getting just goosebumps just thinking about it. It's like, oof, I don't know how to word it. Maybe, anyway, what's the picture energy for this? Is there a picture energy for this? It has to be. It has to be. What's nature's picture energy for this? What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, so this says, what good does it do knowing approximately where the treasure is, yet never digging for it? What good does it do knowing approximately where it is? Having a bank account with millions in it, but never writing a check, or discovering the fountain of youth, but never drinking a drop. Oh my gosh. What an amazing card. Define logic, be the change. I love it. You must live the truth you discover. You must break your old rules. That's what I'm talking about. I think I said that in was it air sign or earth sign reading that I just did? Air sign. It was the air sign reading where it says you've got to go into hermit mode so you can start changing the way you put out your message. You got to go and reflect, and the way you put out your message is going to change. That's what I said, the air sign reading. So defy logic, be the change. Write the check. Dig it. It says dig for that treasure. Write the check and drink eternally. Oh my gosh. One little step after another. There's no other way. The universe. This is the notes from the universe. This is amazing. And look, that's the energy. And it's so amazing because both sides get to enjoy it. I think of it as two people. Both sides get to enjoy this spring right here. Both sides of the lake. It's not just on one side; it's on both sides. So I like it. Wow. So what good does it do knowing approximately where the treasure is, yet never digging? So dig and have a bank account. What good is it to have a bank account with millions in it, but never writing a check? So write the check. This is the same energy I had when my kids once told me when they were young, they were like, "Mama, we're getting good grades in school, but the bad kids are getting everything. They're getting all the stuff they want from their parents. They were telling my kids in school that they were getting all the toys, all the PlayStations, all the stuff. My kids were telling me that the kids that were getting bad grades in school were getting everything they wanted. And they asked me, we're good kids. They told me, we're good kids. We're getting A's, straight A's and B's, but you're not giving us the things that the bad kids are getting. And then my kids asked me that one day, and they asked me why weren't they? They said they were doing all the right things, and I said, you know what? You're right. It just never was put to me that way. So I said, okay, once I touch the account, it's gonna start draining, but I'll get you everything you want. And that's what I did. And that's what this card just reminded me. It says, having a bank account with millions in it, but never writing a check. I had a savings when my kids were younger, and but I was saving it for for emergencies. But to them, it wasn't it wasn't saving it for emergencies that they were seeing. It's that other kids that were doing bad were showing them that they were getting gifts. They were getting PlayStations. They were getting um, games. They were getting nice clothes. They were getting allowances. They were getting things that good kids should be getting. So my kids were confused that I had a savings back in the day when they were younger, and I wasn't using it to get them the things that their classmates were getting. I was just leaving it in the savings. Me, I was thinking it was for their future for a rainy day, but they were thinking this doesn't make sense. It's almost like having a God that you're praying to or doing all the right things, but the God is not doing it, but all the bad people are getting all you see all around you, all the bad people are getting, stability. But you see that you're doing good, but you have instability. You have things that are always going wrong. And so you start to question, is there a real divine and does it really care about you? So this is what my kids did. They came to me as if I was their God because I was their mom. They didn't come to me and worship me. They came to me as if I was a God to them because as their mother, I am their God in that sense because I was the one fulfilling their every need when it came to finances and getting things done for them. In a way, it looks like, yeah, I was their parent. Whatever you want to call it, you can say whatever you want. Eh, I say it's like a God to them, where you come to me and say, hey, we've been doing really good. We've been doing good things, but you're not giving us the things that we see bad people getting that should not be getting those things. Bad kids should not be getting good things when they're being bad. They should be being told that they should do good things to get good things, right? That's my opinion. Now, if you think bad kids should be getting good things, it's your opinion. I don't, that's none of my business. But my kids brought it to my attention that the kids in school that were getting really F's and D's were getting things that they were not getting, which was fun stuff. Fun stuff. And so this reminds me that I had to go ahead and write, dig into the treasure, which was the savings at the time. And I had to start buying them things. And I have pictures to prove it. I have tons of pictures to prove that I started spending on my children. And now they're grown adults. They're grown adults and they do for themselves, but they grew up knowing that when they told their mother this thing, they came to me and pleaded. They didn't even have to, they didn't plead as in they 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 didn't have to cry. They just said, hey, they brought their plea, their plight to me and said, hey, this is what's going on. Me, I was not seeing it in that way. I was just seeing emergency funds. Okay. But to them, they saw we want it now because we want to do what other kids are doing too. And they were children. They have a right to do what other kids are doing as long as it's not hurting them. PlayStation, um, new bikes or whatever. It's not harming them. It's something the other kids were getting that were getting F's and D's and they were getting straight A's. My kids were getting straight A's and B's. So I feel like as their parent, I did what a God would do. They came to me with their plight and I helped them right away. I said, I heard their plight, and within 24 hours, I took them shopping. They spoke, I did it. Unlike other gods, I. But see, if I had a earth and you came to me, I've proven that if you could come, you would come to me, and I had it, and I was a god. I wouldn't wait as long as other gods. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. If I had a world that I it had, if I had an earth that I was ruling, and you came to me and told me you and get and put down the list of things that were good, and I asked for those good things, and you were saying, "Hey, we did these good things," you're getting your shit within 24 hours. There's no doubt about it. It's just maybe I was looking over there and thinking that that's where I should look, and I was trying, but then you told me, "Hey, look over here," and I'm looking, and you're saying, "Hey, we did everything you told us to do. What's going on here?" And the other kids, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, but they still got the things that kids that do what they're supposed to do get. So yeah, like I said, if this was my earth and you came to me, you wouldn't have to wait 10 days, 30 days, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 70 years old, um, or centuries where your ancestors have gone and never got what they wanted. They prayed and prayed. I'm not the type you have to pray to. You just give me your plight and I'm there for you 24 hours. That's the type of God I would be if I had a world of my own. You can trust me. Just tell me that you did the right things and and I actually can prove it because your report card proves that. I just didn't see it that you see it that way. But if you was to plead to me and show me, yeah, I see your report card within 24 hours. If I was a god, you'd get everything you was entitled to that you deserve and more and blessings. So, like I said, I am not your God, whoever's God out here. I'm just saying if I was, you can trust that within 24 hours of your plight, you would get everything and more because I want to make sure you are happy and satisfied. But that's me. But I'm also the type of person that was not picked by most of the people I've come in contact with, whether lover or not. They just didn't see me as the one. So, um, But like I said, it is what it is. So defy logic, be the change. Yeah, defy logic, be the change. So I'm gonna um forgot to do this deck right. Okay, so let's clarify the lovers. Clarify the lovers. Uh-oh, there's a card already. All right, clarify the lovers. Ace of Pentacles upside down. It's already upside down at the bottom. So yeah, there's no moving forward with this lover. There's no abundance. You didn't. It's kind of like we talked about. It was useless. You couldn't create with this person. There was no abundance. You were meant to be with somebody, a lover, supposed to have a family together. You built nothing together with this person. There's no abundance. You built nothing, so it was useless. All right. There we go with the hermit mode upside down again. Hermit's already upside down in the reading. Look at that. It's already upside down. It's upside down again. All right. So the angel of reflection. So yeah, I told you there was two hermit situations in this reading, and here it is clarifying that there's two hermit situations with the lover. I told you they do not take accountability for their own actions. I told you there was two ways to read this when I pulled it out. The hermit upside down. There's two ways to read it. Upside down for you, you're out of hermit mode and you're now seeing clearly. You need to let them go. Here it is. I told you the other example of that hermit mode, and it's being clarified for the lovers. I said for the lovers, people that you dated, they didn't take accountability for their own actions. Okay, especially if they're coming in like this. This person is coming in reckless, taking risks, but not taking accountability for the risk they're taking. Let's say you had issues, all kinds of issues. You could have had gotten pregnant, and this person is not taking responsibility for not protecting themselves. They're putting all the blame on you. Okay, and even um, the contraceptive, not using it. This person is letting you take the blame. Okay, if there's any infections, this person, whether they got something, whether they didn't get something, or it's a close call, this person is not taking the accountability that they took a risk to be intimate raw, to go in raw, no matter what hold it was. This person is they're not taking accountability that they're going in raw. Okay, three ways, raw always. Uh, Top, bottom, back, whatever, they're going in raw. But this person won't take accountability if something was to happen. They let you take all accountability, or they just, or some of these people, they actually come in and purposely give people something, okay, and then they run off. They don't take accountability for themselves either. To um, some of these people don't even get checkups or don't even want to, don't even try. Okay. Okay. Well, so we have the lovers upside down and the the knight of wands upside down and the six of wands upside down. This is not a victory, but good thing the empress is upright, because if anything has happened to you with this person, because like I said, you could be, you know, working reckless with this person. Let's say you're in love or married to this person, and you're taking a risk with them intimately because you're very passionate about this person, and so you may be taking a risk. You may be taking a risk with somebody. Uh, some of these are one night stands with the Knight of Wands upside down. That could be a one night stand. That could be a relationship that doesn't last long, or that could be a relationship that you go in and out. You and this person, it could be like the twin flame journey. You're meeting randomly, seldomly, but randomly. And this person could be reckless with other people and then bring it to you. They could be bringing demons that they're meeting so many different people and bringing those energies to you. Okay. Oh, I just heard this person may be passionate about somebody else, but they're not able to be intimate with that lover. So they bring that energy to you. They bring that yeah, the energy to you of the other person in their head. So if they're thinking about somebody else and that person doesn't want them, well, I guess you're second best. They go to you, and that's the person they're thinking of in their head. So this person is also toxic. Okay, they're bringing other people into the bedroom, even in their head. They're imagining this other person as they're with you because they were rejected. Okay, that's also some type of sexual demon. Okay, there's all kinds of things these people are bring. They're reckless. Okay, so this person takes no accountability for their actions. I promise you, none. And so you just got to let these people go, purify yourself, clean yourself up, or, rid yourself of their energy, go into reflection, go into hermit mode, um, whatever you have to do. Be the Empress upright. The card came out upright, means you're going to have to be the Empress upright. And just go into creating something new for yourself. Create a new family, create a new um, situation, whatever. Okay, so the the lovers is upside down with with the hermit upside down, meaning that these people are not taking accountability for their own actions. They're not going into reflection about their behavior. They're just some of these people, these lovers are coming to you and wanting reconciliation, but this is not what you want. They're coming in wanting reconciliation because they want to be intimate, but this is not the type of intimacy you want. It's passion, but it's not passion for the right reasons. They want a victory with you, and they think that coming to you sexually, passionately, um, is the way to do it. But they're not coming in to be accountable for their actions. Okay, and this is a lover upside down. You're not interested. It's probably something that you wanted before. It's in the yellow, but it's upside down. You're happy to be away from it. It's kind of like it's still yellow, but you're happy to 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 like not want it. What is that? Okay. Oh man. It's like you're happy to get rid of it. You're happy that it's no longer an option, right? I think you're relieved. With it being all yellow and it's upside down, it's kind of like you're relieved that this lover is not the one. Okay. Oh man, my nose is itchy. What the heck is going on? Is it the hair? All right. Give me another card for the lovers. Another card upside down for the lovers. Okay. This one's backwards. Okay, so this one is the Three of Wands upside down. Preparation. Mm-mm-mm. So the lovers preparing for union. No, it's upside down. I told you this person doesn't take accountability for their own actions. So preparing for what? Preparing for a new beginning together, reconciliation. It's not happening. It's upside down. I think this person was expecting or preparing for a new beginning or for you to like get out of hermit mode or whatever. If you're not speaking, this person was probably expecting you to want a new beginning come towards you, a lover, an ex lover. Okay. So this is like an ex-lover wanting a new beginning, and you're like, no, you're not moving forward. You're not launching anything new with this person. Okay. So yeah, with the lovers here, I think, like I said, there's no passion. I think some of these people, they're, I saw the word bored earlier. You were bored with them. It's boring. That's why you're like, nah, it wasn't all that anyway. It was boring. I think you were the only one. You're being creative. You was being creative while being intimate or around this person. You were the one being creative about the relationship. But I'm telling you, now that you've reflected, you're like, it was boring anyway. You're like, I don't even know what I saw in it. You're like, I was just trying to be creative. Maybe some of you were trying to be creative in your mind, trying to fantasize this person in a better light. Okay. It was just you being creative. You're just the empress. You're just trying to see them in a utopia. You're trying to put them in the world where you belong, and they don't belong there. They don't belong there. They've broken your heart. They betrayed you. They don't belong where in that utopia that you've created. They don't belong there. So stop trying to bring them there. Okay. That's what it says. You're bored. They're boring. You're bored of this person's energy. Okay. You're bored of their ghosting and not showing love and affection. And you're bored of this person keep doing the same thing over and over, not changing, not taking accountability. It's starting to be boring. Okay. That makes me think that maybe I should look into these cards right here. Okay, I'll get them later. All right, so there's some cards that I need to bring out. But first, let me see if my cards, before I bring out the other cards, they're very um, harsh. These other cards are, I'm going to be doing the index cards next. Ugh. Sometimes I hate doing the index cards because they really talk about some weird stuff. But anyway, kind of iffy on index cards. But these are my cards here. These are my cards, my personal cards. So if you want to order one of these, they're like $70. That's with shipping and handling. At this time, I don't have like a whole stack of them. This is just my beginner stack. These are my own, as my name and my son. My son helped with the illustration, and then there's my picture right there, and there's a ram. And so it's this ram oracle cards, future real 40. And so if you want to order a deck, email me, let me know somehow, however you can reach me, let me know. And it's just you send $70 Cash App. I have my Cash App in the description. If you send me that and say you want the cards, um, you can even like send the Cash App. If you can't reach me through email, send the Cash App of $70 and then let me know in one of in my community post in like my most recent, like, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna make a post for my cards and put that you should let me know in that community post. Maybe I should do one once a week in the community post and just say that if you're interested in a card um and you paid your Cash App, let me know, and then you can just also send me the email. Okay. But I don't know. Sometimes the email is kind of acting funny. I don't even know if it still works. I don't know why it doesn't work. But if you let me know after you send the Cash App, um, like let me know in the description in the community post, that I post up this week. I will post it up this week, and you can just let me know, like maybe uh, that you sent the Cash App, and it should have your email. All right, it should have your email, but let me know. Okay, I don't know this platform. I do have an email for it, but it's kind of acting funny. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. We have Ace of Swords, which did come out in the reading. Or was it? The Ace of Swords was in the last reading. Okay, the one before this one. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, so this is the truth. Someone's going is honest and family. Oh my gosh, that's where we get this card. That's why I said these people are going to be very honest. This family that you're going to have, the Ace of Swords, they tell the truth. They're honest and they're family. That's this new. There's Four of Wands sideways. Two of Cups. These are the people that are going to put you first. These are the people that are going to care about you. You're going to have a lover that's going to put you first. You're going to have Two of Cups. You're going to have people that love you. Okay, my goodness. And all the lies about you are going to backfire. It says lies are going to backfire. Everything, the lies that have been told about you, just with all these people telling truth, that all with all these truth tellers surrounding you, and all the love you're getting, all the lies that have been told about you are going to backfire of the just because of these people loving on you, and your truth gets to be revealed that you are really a good person. Not that many people are going to be loving on you when you're a dirtbag. They're going to be kissing your ass if you're a dirtbag and you got a lot of money and you're a tyrant. But if you're an empress and you're not a tyrant and you're not a dirtbag and all these people are loving you, it tells everyone one thing about you, that you're just a loving, caring person. Okay. And so every lie that's told about you says lies are going to backfire. The karmic is going to be banished from your energy. It says you're going to meet your soul tribe. These are people that tell the truth, Ace of Swords. These are people that are honest. And this is like a family. This is going to be a family to you. This is where this Four of Wands come through. It's going to be like, it's like a high that you're going to get because so many people are going to be, it's like unspeakable. This is the only description I can actually say that it is. I don't know how to explain it. But my oracle card is trying to say it the best it can. These are people that tell the truth. These are people that are they're going to be honest with you, and they're going to be like family to you. Okay, and these are the Two of Cups. These are the people that are going to love on you. You're going to love on them back. Two of Cups. Okay, health, healthy and wealthy. You can't make this up. Ace of Cups. Home. Oh my gosh. You're some of you, when I say home, there is a big surprise coming in the future when it comes to a home. It's a big surprise. I think I've already said it before in one of my readings, a couple of my readings maybe, but uh, oh my gosh. It says healthy and wealthy. And that's the card that came out. I said, let me pull out the card. And it's literally when you let go of all these people, you're going to make room for better people, for swords that are upright. Okay. This was, think about it. This card came out upright in an upside down reading. You had the Empress said, what's behind the Empress? What's behind you? Okay. What's behind you? Let's see, which way was it? I can't remember which way it was looking, but I can't remember which way it was when it came out. But what's behind you is people that have betrayed you. You have to move them out of the way so this new soul tribe can step in. You have too many people. Even if it's just one person, it's still one too many. one too many people. Or a lot of people are being removed from your path. So if it suddenly feels like everything's kind of quiet, you're not getting phone calls. The one thing that the universe does have, I just realized it just now. It it's kind of like you have a partner, maybe not a willing partner, but you do have a partner when things get quiet. It can you're at home and things kind of get quiet because of all these people that have broken your heart. Slowly and surely they're leaving, or they stopped calling, or you stopped communicating, or everybody's just all these people are just slowly being removed from your energy, meaning there's less calling of these people, less contacting these people, less associating with these people, meaning they're being moved out of the way. But you do have something that I didn't realize until now when this gets too quiet. You want to guess? Okay, spammers. You do have them when it's a little quiet in your house for days. You haven't gotten a phone call. The universe is like, we give you a little noise. Your phone hasn't rang in a couple of days. Let's help you out. You know, so you got a little, you got a few, energies that they got to do their work. Whether these could be your enemies, but they still got to do what they're called to do. You know, be an asshole. So they're gonna, the spammers and the scammers are gonna call, and you know, so it won't be too quiet because the universe is when they're moving things out of your way, they know that it's gonna be a lot of crickets. It's gonna be quiet, a lot of quiet. All the phone calls you used to get become less and less, and your phone doesn't ring as much. You notice that it hasn't rang in a week, and then you do something or say something, and all of a sudden it rings. You may have said a key word, just like when you're Pee Wee Herman. Imagine when you're on Pee Wee Herman and you didn't know the magic word, and then you haven't got a phone call for a week, and then you're watching something or you see something on the floor, and you say, or you're like, man, I bet that tack was there because you know I could have almost stepped on that, and then the phone rings. You're like, oh, okay. It's just quiet for a week, and then suddenly you say something that's on the TV, like um, let's say something that you say, and then you see an ad about it. But then if you don't see an ad, you might get a phone call at the time that you say something that might show up on the television suddenly, or you say something like I said, it's like Pee Wee Herman. You say the magic word, and then the phone rings suddenly out of nowhere. Or you say the magic word and an ad shows up on the TV. Or you do something and that was the magic word. I'm just saying your enemies are still there to keep you entertained because the universe knows that while it's pulling people out of your energy, it knows that it's going to be pretty quiet. So it says, well, at least thanks to your enemies, it don't have to be too quiet. It needs to give you a challenge. It needs it needs to keep you busy. You know, you get bored easily, especially being the empress and the creator. You're gonna get bored easily. So they kind of give you a little this and that. It's removing, but it's also, you know, bringing in some things that it allow. Some things are gonna be allowed. But anyway, the timing is right. Okay. Anyway, um, let's see about these cards. Maybe I should do a separate reading for these cards. Eesh. But we're doing it now. If it has something crazy, I'm not going to say it. I'm talking about too crazy. If it's talking about, you know, never mind. I do not want to talk about. Why is the second time it came out? I don't want to read that. That's the second time that card flew out. That's wild. Says some, okay, that's crazy. It flipped over. It says Missouri. I don't know if it means misery, but it's Missouri. It says you will win. The card literally said you will win, like right there. It said they wanted me to look at that. You will win. I thought about the song just now. Okay. The card actually came out on its own. The card actually came out on its own. American person. American person. You will win resources. Wow. You will win, my friend. Wow. Somebody is considering, they said, my friend, you will win. This is somebody telling you, my friend. And I told you, I think in the earth sign reading, I said somebody's going to come towards you with an offer of friendship. It says you will win, my friend. Or my friend, you will win. American person. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm done with the reading. I'm a little tired. Okay.